All right, let me hit you something real quick, right? It doesn't matter how good your picks are. It doesn't matter how good of a pick you actually think it is. If you don't manage your money, you're going to lose every time. This isn't about being the smartest bettor in the room. This is about being the last one at the table. So you're probably asking yourself, what is bankroll management, Gib? What is bankroll management? It's all about how you control your money. It's your game plan. It's your rules. It's the difference between staying in the game or blowing up day one. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean about bankroll management saving you. So this graph is going to show two bettors over time. They're both starting with $500. So you look at this top one, right? This is the guy with the bankroll plan. This bottom one is the no plan. This one right here, this like lighter green, this guy's disciplined, right? He's at $500 to start with. After 3 losses, he looks like he's only down about what could be said, maybe $20. And then at the end, maybe he's down 25. And then you look at this next guy over here. After 3 losses, he's already down $300, right? And it just keeps on going down until he's at basically 0 after chasing. You do not want to be this guy, right? You don't want to be done after 3 losses, guys. Your plan is to look long term. A lot of people do not see that. A lot of people think I need to get rich overnight. This is not a get rich overnight thing. You can get rich overnight, but the likelihood of that happening is 0 to none. I'm not here to hate on anybody or think that you can't do it. But dude, it's going to take something miraculous to get rich overnight off this shit. So like I said, you do not want to be this guy. I'm going to get into how to prevent this. You just do not want to be this guy, guys. You want to be this guy for sure. Okay, so next part, most important part, guys, is what is... Sorry for my handwriting. I'm using a mouse. What is a unit, right? So, a unit. You're going to hear that term a lot. You're going to hear it a lot from me. You're going to hear it everywhere. As long as they're educated, right? So, a unit is basically what you're betting on every play, right? So, like, for example, when I say, hey, put 2 units on this play, I'm asking you to put a certain amount of money on it, right? So, let's just start with the $500 bankroll, kind of what we were showing earlier. What a person should be doing with a $500 bankroll. So, I've been in this position before when I first started working. I started with the $500 bankroll. I didn't know how to manage it. I lost it a couple times, obviously. But now I know, so I can help you guys out. Other people will tell you a certain amount. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Usually you want to bet 1 to 2% of your bankroll, right? So this right here, guys, is your bankroll. So let's go bankroll here. So that is your bankroll. Now, the preferred thing people want to do is either 1 to 2% of your actual bankroll. So that would be $5 or $10 per bet, right? A unit is just a fraction of your total bankroll. It's usually between 1 and 2%, like I said. That way, no matter what your bankroll is, your bets are sized the same and they're all proportion to your actual bankroll. That way, no matter what your bankroll is, your bets are sized the same proportionally. So when I tell you guys, hey, throw 1 unit on this play, and your bankroll, let's say, is $500, I'm asking you guys to throw $5 on the play, right? Now, I know you're thinking, $5? That's all I'm going to bet. I'm only going to get $4 if I win, most likely. $3. Maybe if I'm lucky, it's $6. Here's where most bettors go wrong. They think in dollars. They think, hey, let me bet $50 on this game instead of let me bet 2 units on this game or whatever unit, whatever. But smart bettors, they think in units. This also like gets rid of any confusion when you are betting. And it helps you just stay more, what's the word I'm looking for? Helps you stay more disciplined. The one word I used the whole time last time I was looking for. Helps you stay more disciplined. Remember, guys, like I said in the previous video, it's all about removing emotion and it's all about structure. So let me tell you what units would do for you. It's a trackable performance, so you don't have to have a bunch of numbers everywhere. It makes scaling up and down very easy. It protects you from overbetting, and it removes all the flexing bullshit, guys. I absolutely hate the flexing shit in betting. I think it's disgusting. I personally hate it. I hate when anybody sends me, I just hit this amount of money. Any flexing shit, I fucking hate it, bro. Especially if you're bragging about it, I fucking hate it. I like to say everything in units. I have in the past probably flexed just because I was excited. But personally, guys, I think it's disgusting. I don't like it. I think it sets a bad tone for other bettors. And I think it sets a bad precedent too. Because other people want to get to that level faster. When in reality, it might have took that person a really long time to get to that actual bankroll. Now that we know what a unit is, guys, the next question is how you use it. Do you bet the same amount every time, or do you scale it based on your confidence? Let's break it down. Now, it all really tails back to mindset. When you look at units, everything in betting is mindset. And I already made the mindset video, so you guys haven't seen the mindset video, I'd recommend going to watch it. Super simple video. It will help you guys out in the long run, and it's the basis of everything you do, not even in just betting, but life. Okay, so let's talk about flat versus scaling, right? So, the way I kind of do it is a little bit scaling. I say it's a little bit more of a not a beginner thing. I would say the more intermediate thing. And then there's just flat betting, right? So for people that do not know, flat betting is basically, I don't really like the size of this. So flat betting, guys, flat betting. Flat betting is just betting the same unit on every single thing. And that is kind of what I'm telling you guys to do right now as a beginner, as you guys try to build your bankroll. So flat betting is basically just putting one unit, right? One unit. Let's just go like that. One U on, dude, I suck at this. On everything. I need an iPad. On everything. Right? So if I tell you guys, go bet on whoever, you're going to just go put one unit on it. Go bet on Seattle Storm. Go put one unit on it. If I tell you guys, go bet on FaZe, go put one unit on it. It doesn't matter what it is. Just put one unit on it. That is what flat betting is. Every single bet you take is the same amount of money on every single play. Scaling. I'm going to make it bigger for you guys. Scaling. Super simple. Scaling, I would say this is after you reach an amount that you feel you're comfortable with. I haven't even reached that amount myself yet. So I already know a lot of you aren't there. Not to discredit anybody, but I'm just being real. No one should be there that I know of yet. If you're watching this video, there's no way you're there because I'm basically teaching you guys what I know. So there's no way you're there. Not even to sound like a bitch or to sound like a douche or anything like that. That is just this plain honest truth. I would not recommend doing this just yet. And honestly, most bettors don't even have to do this. Like, I don't even have to do this if I really wanted to. Later on, you don't even have to do this if you don't really want to. It's all about if you want to make more money and how good you've gotten already. So the way I do it is if I was kind of introducing in my last full buy episode, sometimes I take a play that for more than one unit. And you'll hear the term a lot, mega max, mega buy, whatever bullshit they want to sell you on. That's just kind of a way to make it sound more intriguing. But there's just some plays that you have very high confidence in. And the way that you've been building your bankroll already, you're okay with risking maybe double the unit size or triple the unit size because you are so confident in this play. Now, obviously, you want to be confident in every play, right? You don't want to just play to play. But there's some plays, I don't even know how to explain it, but there's just some plays when you get there, guys, when you finally get to the point where you want to get to, that are just so unbelievably good, that you think are so unbelievably good, that you will place 2 units on it, 3 units on it. Now, you don't want to let that become a habit, right? You don't want to bet 2 or 3 units on every play now. No, that's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm saying. You just have to bet. You shouldn't be doing that. Scaling is, I mean, realistically, you should have 1 or 2 of these bets maybe a week where you're betting a lot. Or even a month, bro. Like it's very hard to find these plays where you have a very high confidence in. Most of the time, it's like championship games, playoff games, a closeout game, something that matters a lot. And it's not just like a regular game. It's a big game, a big deal, and it matters. So in my opinion, if you're a beginner bettor, I would just stick to flat betting, guys. Until you're ready to scale. As you build your bankroll, you're gonna want to scale your units anyways. But let yourself have goals first, right? Okay, so we're gonna talk about scaling your bankroll now. What happens when you're winning a little bit? You have maybe a month of winning, 2 months of winning, whatever amount you're comfortable at. Now, I recommend tracking everything you guys do. I think if you want to make it in this scene, you have to make it like a job. You have to be professional. You have to show up every day and you have to log these bets in no matter if you win or lose. You have to be logging everything because you're going to get to a point where you're confused and you don't even know how much you're up. And that's not a good thing. You want to see your ROI. Just how I have a whole spreadsheet. If you guys need the spreadsheet, make sure just to comment. I will let you guys have the spreadsheet. You just need to track everything to make it feel real. You need to make this feel real. Without a spreadsheet, guys, honestly, at least personally me, maybe some of you guys are a little bit stronger. I would chase a lot of losses. I would double a lot of bets. I would just have too much volume, no plan, no limits, and just fuck myself over. You guys gotta think about it like this, right? If you lose 50% of your bankroll, you have to gain 100% of it back just to get even. You gotta let that sink in. Like, you have to get 100% of it back just to get even if you lose just 50% of your bankroll. So the last thing for your bankroll, guys, I'm gonna talk about is scaling it. It's been a longer video, I know, but we're gonna talk about scaling it. I appreciate you guys sticking through it. If I sound like I'm confusing, I've never been a teacher before, so I apologize. I will probably remake these videos in the future once we're a little bit bigger, a whole different way. But for now, I want to just teach you guys the basics of how to scale your bankroll after you won. Now, let's just say, guys, 1 month you had a great 1 month. You have a $500 bankroll you started with, right? And you killed it this month, and you 200%ed your bankroll. So that would leave you with $1,500 for your bankroll, right? Now, the way I do it is I look at the end of the month, I see where my bankroll's at, and I adjust accordingly. So let's say at the end of at the end of the month you're at $1,500 off your bankroll. I don't think that's really possible with a $500 bankroll, but I mean, who am I to say what's possible or what's not? Let's just say it is. So $500, if you're betting 1 to 2% of your bankroll per bet, that would be $5 to $10 a bet. So let's write that down here. So it'd be $5 to $10 a bet. And then obviously now you're ready to go up, right? You've hit $1,500. You've proven to yourself for an entire month, I'm profitable. My strategy is profitable. And I'm ready to go up in my bet size, my unit size. So this was your 1U, right? Was $5, whatever. Let's just stick to $5. Let's go with 1% of your bankroll. That's 1% of $500. So you're going to $1,500 now. You want to bet 1% of your bankroll. Super simple, guys. Just do the 1% thing again. That's simple. $1,500, 1%, $15. Now you're at $15 per bet. And the amount of money you're making per bet is now going up because you're betting $15. So now you're going to be like, whoa, if I have the same amount a month, guess what? $15 turns into what? Let's see. So for M2, right, we're going to put M2. You're at $1,500. Let's just say you have another great 200% month, which is not likely, guys, but let's just say you do. So 200% on a $1,500 bankroll would be $4,500, guys. So now you're at $4,500 in 2 months off of just scaling your bankroll correctly, not over betting, staying confident in your bankroll, and not just doing stupid shit, right? So now you're like, whoa, I can now bet 1% of this, right? 1% of this, $45. I'm putting $45 a bet. Do you guys see how quick you can get up there if you just stay consistent? It's pretty simple. You just gotta stay consistent. A lot of people don't see that. A lot of people be like, oh, it's taking forever. It's taking a whole week just to get $100. Look how quickly you can scale up in 2 months off of just 200% months on each month. That's how quickly it could be. Now, am I going to sit here and say everyone in this thing is going to have a 200% month? Am I going to sit here and say that I'm going to have a 200% month every month? No. But if I can have a 200% month in 6 of the months, 4 of the months, 3 of the months, have a 150% month in 9 of the months, have just a regular 100% month, have a 50% month, it doesn't matter what the percentage is, guys. You just have to keep on scaling, scaling, scaling. And I promise you guys, you will face a losing month. It happens. That's life. Sometimes you don't get it right. That's just how it goes. Maybe you'll have a losing week, losing day, losing month. I doubt you have a losing year, but it could happen. You guys just got to stick with it. keep on scaling. As long as you keep on scaling, it's fine. Even if you go under your bankroll, scale to that. You have to keep on scaling because in the end, guys, it's just consistent. Now, I can't sit here and tell you guys don't overbet because a lot of people will have different definitions for overbetting. You just need to have a plan. As long as you have a plan, it should all work out in the end, guys. You just need to have a plan. Personally, myself, I don't like to bet too much every day. I like to do maybe 1 to 3 bets, and anything over that, I'm just having fun at that point. I like to stay within 1 to 3. Kind of keeps me in my area for my bankroll where I want to be. Other people are different. I'm here to tell you guys my experience and what I would do, but there is other options, and I encourage you guys to try out things because my way might not work for you and your way might not work for me. So I just encourage anybody watching to try their own thing if they want. I know it's kind of scary to try things that are new, but make sure they just have a plan. Make sure you don't just jump into it like a headless chicken, not knowing what to do. Make sure to actually know what you're doing before you just jump into it, like I said. But have a plan. Maybe take a combination of other people's plans, combination of mine with other persons. But I'll be real, guys. Just stick to your plan. That's all it is, guys. Discipline is the number one thing, man. And no matter what you do, discipline is number one. Like I said, guys, this is a longer video. I want all of you guys to take away something from this video and comment something that you guys think would help you guys in the future. If you guys have any questions, of course, comment down below. That is your foundations for your bank. Now you're not just betting, guys. You should not just be betting after this video. You should be managing your risk like a pro, like a job. In the next episode, we're going to be getting into like the language of betting. So like odds, juice, underdog, parlays, all the terms that you see every day, but you might just not know. If this helped you guys, make sure to hit the like button, drop a comment, and let me know what you guys struggle with the most as a new bettor, because I honestly don't remember what I was struggling with. But these are just like a lot of the terms that were just hard to understand at the beginning. That being said, guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And make sure to just stay disciplined, guys. That's my number one thing. I will always say, you guys, to stay disciplined. And I will catch you guys tomorrow for a full buy episode. Peace.